I remember learning at a very young age that there could not be a Jewish community without there being a mikvah.
Masada, when they barely had any water, they were fighting for their lives, and they discovered 2 mikvahs.
My grandmother, my great-grandmother would go in the middle of the night and have to break the ice down the well, but they still did it. It was non-negotiable. Every single dish, every single glass, every single piece of silverware went into the mikvah. There was just no question about it.
Wherever we are throughout history, mikvah has been center stage in Jewish life. Always very private, but always there. If a community doesn't have enough funds for a mikvah, a Torah, and a synagogue, mikvah takes precedence over all of them. Jewish life cannot go on without a mikvah.
It wasn't enough just to build a mikvah. This had to be the nicest mikvah. But thank God, with the help of the community, the support of the entire community, we persisted, and we opened the mikvah.
Regret that I never did this, that it wasn't part of my life in the years when I could have been doing it. And now I was past the years when I could be doing it on a monthly basis. And I expressed this to Hanna one day, and she said, we could learn, and it actually has more meaning if you do it, and you do it in one great night after you've learned as an adult at your stage of life. And we did. We learned together.
Mikvah is there actually to be the beautiful sustenance that nurtures the garden of marriage.
The whole dynamic of marriage is 2 individuals who remain individuals, who rediscover each other. It's like a fiery relationship, which is really the Hebrew word for Isha and Isha is Eish and Eish, fire and fire, because it's the love, it's the attraction. If you only have Eish and Eish, Ish and Isha, man and woman, then they consume each other. But when you add the Yud and the Ish and the man and the Hey and the Isha, which is God's name, you're bringing Hashem into the picture. You're creating that healthy sense of boundaries and respect.
What makes it a mikvah? Its connection to natural waters. There are waters that are untouched by human fingerprints. They come straight from heaven through rainwater into a pool of water adjacent and touching the mikvah pool. Natural waters are never ending. They don't dry up. This is what we're tapping into, this reservoir of unending energy from Hashem.
And the Hebrew word for dipping in the mikveh is tevilah, which if you turn the letters around comes from the word bitul. But the idea of immersion, total immersion, and reconnecting, going back to the source of life. Only God has the ability to create life. And who did He give this potential to? Not the men, He gave it to the women. And that's why the woman is so close to Hashem. Because when she gives birth and she creates life, she is partners with Hashem.
The Schwalbe Mikvah here at the Chabad house is magnificent. I was so shocked when I walked in the first time. It's all Jerusalem stone.
It's beautiful, and it's spa-like.
Hi, Erica. How are you?
Good, thank God. How are you?
Thank God. Do you want a bath?
A bath, please.
Okay.
I'm a member, by the way.
Oh, perfect. No problem. The cleanliness is always perfect. The bathrooms are perfectly clean. The mikveh itself is extremely clean.
It is comfortable and it is warm.
There were beautiful robes.
You have your own place to prepare before.
I remember the first time going through the process of what we had to do to prepare. And it was serious. It wasn't anything casual, where I had to take off all my makeup and take off all of my nail polish. And they had everything that one would need to be comfortable there. I was guided every step along the way, so I knew what I was doing. And that made it much more meaningful.
Very discreet. It's very embracing.
It's immaculate.
Very luxurious. I feel like this one is very in tune to what a woman would need.
The whole countdown to mikvah a woman's cycle is over and then she counts 7 days, is really going back to the DNA of creation. Each of those 7 represents the 7 sefirot. And one by one, she's tapping into each one of those levels. She's then, on the 7th day, ready to immerse and tap into the real feminine energy, malchut, leadership. She is bringing that light that only she can bring.
You feel very special when you go there.
It's individualized, it's very personal, very holy. Everything is there to help a woman facilitate her experience, to be able to touch and tangibly feel the godly energy that surrounds her.
The mikveh itself has a dome ceiling, which is painted like a sky, that it really facilitates a woman's prayers going straight up to Shamayim, to heaven, to pray for healthy children, an easy pregnancy, an easy delivery.
Protecting the household, protecting your children, it's kind of like a Band-Aid.
The mikvah is just a reminder that family is first and protecting our family.
I can always close my eyes and picture it. And it was this beautiful, complete sense of belonging and freedom and joy.
That's the secret of mikvah, that it's something that's beneath the surface, but it's what empowers everything that happens in our lives.
Gave me inspiration to create that nice environment in my home.
It's just something that's, I like to call non-negotiable.
A very sacred and personal and private moment, and a private connection to the religion.
This is a chain that goes all the way back to the first woman ever, Chava. We have the ability to continue that chain.
I feel it's a link that I'm continuing, and hopefully, God willing, my kids, when they get married, their wives will do it, my daughter will do it.
When my daughter Elizabeth went to the mikveh, I felt unbridled joy. And I felt so proud of her as a young woman, that it was important for her to go and have this experience. And I just felt nachas. I felt so much nachas and happiness that not only did she go and want to go, but she had this incredible transformational experience there too.
It's such a beautiful experience. No Jew should miss out on.
It's a very important part of the community, that we depend upon it for a community to exist.
Every mitzvah individually has so much strength to it. So every time you choose to go to the mikvah and tap into this divine energy, you're bringing a gift to yourself and to your family.